Sammy's Yoga Sesh. What's up, dudes? So, today is National Hiking Day. Get outside, get to moving, enjoy some nature, because we know what's coming next. I'm going to the beach house. So, fellas, let's give it up for Mr. Michael Daly, please. That's a huge thing. To read it, we're kind of like, well, that's easy to read, you know? For him to write that, that's big, that's huge, that's powerful. So just understand we're all coming from our own little place, and so that just shows it. But we gonna have a couple little topics here just to keep everybody informed and in line and motivated. You guys are incredible. But back to the basics, guys. So I know a lot of us are in here ripping, yoking, doing our thing. If you're like, man, I'm just not there yet, you guys are going to the gym, you guys are doing these crazy push-ups, these crazy pull-ups, like, that ain't me. So wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, do that. So if you're at standing up and sitting down out of your recliner, and that's where you're at, just do that more. Like, just don't sit down in it and sit. Stand up and sit down. Do that and watch and be consistent and watch what happens. Drink water when you get up. Go back, sit down. Drink your water, get up, come back, sit down. Use that. So keep it basic all the time. Always keep your body moving. Always keep hydrated. And then the gym dudes, I think you guys are almost motivating me to go back to the gym, like a gym with weights. I haven't been to a gym with weights in it like probably 2011, 2012. A lot of different reasons, tons of different reasons, but just have it. But seeing you guys is like, man, oh man, I'm kind of feeling froggy. So I got a couple questions for the gym guys, because I know I bring up push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, dips, squats, you know, just calisthenic type stuff. And, well, I'm not seeing any of it from you. And so I'm curious. I'm not trying to stir no pot, but what are you going to the gym for? What's your actual goal? Like, why are you actually going to the gym? Because you're like, I don't know. That's what people do. I go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to learn how to do that. That's fine. Cool. Or you're like, I just want to look yoked. I want to be jacked in the mirror. Well, that's cool, but that's feeding your ego, and we don't want to do that in here, which we're not. And I just start to identify what you're really doing. So if your wife's getting into you going to the gym, you know what I'm saying, man, keep going. If you kind of like why I feel like I'm kind of trying to go back to the gym, kind of felt like a bitch forever, I felt like a bitch the last few years. I'm kind of out of that. But like, if you've been feeling like a bitch, you're like, I just need to go to the gym, press some weight, then do that. But remember the importance of why we go to the gym. We're moving our whole body. We want our whole body to work. And when you're doing bench presses and curls and the whole thing, those are very, very isolated. It's great. Bodybuilding is what that is. And we have a phenomenal bodybuilder in the bunch. So if I speak out of turn, I guarantee he'll correct me. But bodybuilding is phenomenal. But when you go to the gym, and all you're doing is just, just yoking, like it's awesome. But that never stops. Like you can continually to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And then you stop, then you get fat, and you get a heart attack, and you die, so we don't want to do that. But just make sure you're identifying what you're doing. And if you're not doing push-ups, do them. If you're not doing pull-ups, do them. If you're not doing sit-ups, do them. Dips, some people, shoulders, like I'm kind of on that dip train. Been looking actually for a place to do dips. And then squats is just squatting. So those whole body workouts, if you can't do those, but you're in the gym 4 days a week throwing weight around on machines or dumbbells or kettlebells or whatever, kettlebells are probably a little different, but if you're not doing that or you can't, that's a sign, gentlemen, like you should be able to do a push-up. And if you're not there yet, that's fine. But if you're bench pressing, you should be able to do a push-up. So if we need some help with that, I'd be glad to show some very basic proper. We all think we're doing it the right way, but then we get done, our shoulders hurt, our elbows hurt, we're doing something wrong. And sometimes it's just that basic form and function. So just make sure because in this real world that we live in, right, we're dudes and we like to do dude stuff and all that jazz. So that whole body, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but you being able to use your whole body at once is crucial. And so all those push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, dips, and squats, you can do those without anything. Squats is nice if you can get a little weight, but there again, if you do enough of them, it's going to work. So when we're in a crowd of people, or God forbid you got to defend yourself or your family, but like when you go to do these things that we're doing, all these isolated exercises, when you go into the real world and try to move your body, it's not going to perform like you think it's going to, if that's all that you're doing. So I'm going to harp on it. Stay on the push-ups. Let's do a push-up challenge. I tried to do a push-up challenge, and 500 in a day was too much. No, it's not. No, it's not. Do 1. Tomorrow, do 2. The next day, do 3. You can do the math. Keep doing that every day. So for the future, I'm going to do lives, and I'm going to probably let it hang on the page until it gets too much. But I'm going to start this yoga thing. I'm telling you, Mr. Michael Daly he's the exact person, not him personally, but he is the exact person I wanted to talk to in this thing, right? And I made my audience bigger because I was like, I just don't know how to connect with that particular person. I too have a TBI, and we'll get into that story. Thanks for opening the door, sir. But so we're going to do yoga. And for some of you guys that do yoga or have done yoga in the past, this is going to be very elementary yoga. It's going to be very easy, very simple. I'm going to explain hand positions, pressures. To be honest, it's going to be a little redundant. But what it's going to be is very, very informative. And by being informative and doing it free and doing it in this group, what I want to do is, the only thing I want to do is give you tools to get off your ass, get your body moving, and feel as good as you can feel. Because at this age, if we do not know how to feel good, we need to address that. Because we're all going to die one day. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be 50 years from now, whatever that is. Make sure you have the dash. Live the dash. We're born, then we die. Little dash in the middle on our tombstone. Live the dash, gentlemen. So, that being said, look out for some, I know I've been saying it, but I'm going to do some yoga. Maybe today, hopefully this weekend though. But I'm going to do some very basic. I'm going to we'll see what the time goes. I mean, you do a couple of things, and I'm going to definitely keep it under 30 minutes, because I know an hour to a lot of people's like, God dang, an hour. So 15, 20, 30 minutes, hopefully. But I want you guys to have the tools to be able to do things on your own so you can feel good for yourself and for your family. That's what this whole thing is. There's so much that can go into it. So let's get our bodies moving. Gentlemen, you guys are awesome. And I really want you to know that. Like, it's not something, and I don't have some scheme here. I really just had a couple people, me included, but a couple people I was like, just get off your nuts. Get off your ass and move your body. And it's so easy to just fall into the I used to, or I could have been, or I should have, or whatever, or I'm just old now, or I'm just this. Like, no, like, you can still move. Your body still works. It doesn't matter. If you're doing stuff, you can do more stuff. All this is doing is being mindful. We're aware that we're moving. We're aware that we're hydrating our body. We're building a foundation so we can move our body. And then we're going to go forward. And then it's going to get where it's like fun. And there's some guys in here now, like 6 weeks at the gym. They're seeing results physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, maritally, or whatever that word is. But like, this is me practicing. I don't have all the answers, guys. I got a bunch of knowledge and a bunch of information and a bunch of ways not to do shit. And I figured out some ways to do some things. And so as this goes, we're progressing together. And all of it I have here, if it just brain dumps on you, A, you don't know what it is. B, you're not listening. and C is going to be too much information to try to digest and implement into your life. So Dude Reset is reset. We're resetting ourselves. There's parts about ourselves that we know we have to change. There's parts about our life that we just know they're not where they want to be, where we want them to be. And so I feel like if you've got a voice, use it. I feel like I've got a voice. I've definitely got the screw up experience, and I just want everybody to know what it feels like to feel good. Feeling good feels good. We don't have to drink it to feel good. We don't have to smoke it to feel good. Any of the other things. We don't have to take a little pill that says, oh, you can feel good now. Like, we can feel good. So let's feel good. Let's do these things. Plus, let's have some fun while we're doing it. And let's remember we're men. And let's remember we ain't no little punk. We don't have to fight nobody to feel like cock diesel dude. That's us. That's our feeling. We control that. But then when you look in the mirror and you get a little higher and your girl looks at you and she's like, dang, then that's the bonus. But anyway, I don't want to ramble, gentlemen. You guys are awesome. It's National Hiking Day. I'm going to head out right now. The sun just kind of broke through. It's a little on the chilly side, but get out and move your body, hydrate, and get ready for what's coming. And I'm going to do another push-up challenge. You guys can send me little mean-mugging flex pics. Send me one you doing push-ups. You want to impress somebody, let me see you on a pull-up bar. That's body. That's strength. I'm going to challenge you now. If you're not ready, prepare yourself to get ready. Dude Reset's real, gentlemen. Get some.